Hey everybody, XJoe81X here, and on the tubes today we're going to be talking about 2021 Christmas outdoor decorations and maybe some inside decorations. I want to show what the video, I want to show what it looks like during the day with all the wires, and at night I will show you with it on, and it makes it look all pretty because you don't see any of the wires. And what's also really good is as I'm getting older, it also is reminding me of how I did something through the years, how I stopped these from falling, what kind of extension cords did I use, and all that stuff. And because every single year it kind of changes, so I kind of want to have a little bit more of a memory. So today we're going to be walking around the front of the house, just looking at the different plugs and the different stuff that I use. So one of the first things I have here is an electric outlet coming out of the soffit, professionally done by me, that goes into the attic and comes out of the front light, the front hi-hat on the front door. You'll see that over there. You can't see it, but by the flag. The wire goes in the attic and it comes out. So what you have here is a timer from the Home Depot. It gets plugged in, 3-prong, 120 volts, and on the top is on, off, dawn, dusk, and I think on, off, dawn, dusk, 2, 4, 6, 8. So dawn to dusk just has the lights on a little bit too much, so I do 8 hours. So around 4:30, 5 o'clock in December is when it gets dark here, and that's it. Coming out of that, as you can see, is an indoor use only 3-prong adapter. The white comes down and it goes down the gutter, and it sits on the floor. And yes, these are all indoor lamp cords. These are just run-of-the-mill dollar store lamp cords that are probably not supposed to be outside. So here we have a 3-prong, goes to 2-prong on the floor, just like that. We have a regular green one that goes to that, which does 1, 2, 3. We have a brown one that goes to mini. I'll show you that in a second. And we have another brown one that does these 2 bushes at night. It sits on the floor, it goes to the first set, and then the other set jumps. Okay, what we also have is a brown cord rolled up that goes to the LED plastic lights that just hang there. I do have an extra set. I could wrap it around, or I could have, and it could have like stopped right there. But you know, you kind of get lazy. So that's the main power source when I turn on the light. So here's Santa. Here's the back of everything. We got a piece of wood screwed in there so he doesn't fall with his cord. We have a generic piece of wood stopping snowman from doing. And all 4 legs have metal prongs with a hook on it so this guy doesn't fall. It sits on the floor just like that. That's it. There is Minnie. Minnie has a like little square box thing, converter probably, so it blows up. There's a little fan in there. Extension cord comes out and runs those lights. Here's the piece that Minnie uses. I undo this for the box for storage, and it comes out with this little plastic thing. Here's the one set of lights that come up and do this. It's an okay bush. Then we bounce around. Oh no, sorry, just this bush is lit up. That extension cord does this knoll thing that I found last year. Here it is, right there. The white does this plastic piece on my right, and then these are like blue LEDs. the wind. It's very windy today, so I got these all secured so they don't fall. So that's this side of the house. Then I got the LEDs that go from the gutter over there, and then this here we just have a generic green outdoor cord that goes from the corner, that sits on the roof, that does that runs all of these. There's that connection, and it goes to the end. Here we have a little power bank on the right side of the house. Comes out of the garage. That green thing comes out of the garage over there, sits on the ground, and this is the contraption that I use every year. The orange cord comes around, sits here, sits down. I like to do this sooner than later so it thaws out. And then it sits, goes down all nicey during the day because whatever. Sits under the tree and then does this Christmas tree looking thing. And then does Santa in the front. Ho ho holidays. This is a nice Santa. I think this is when I was a child. You know, yes, the plastic, it needs to be painted and all that, but who does that? This is this setup with a little adapter because of the extension cord going into this, and this. Little Santa flag. We don't, this is just by coincidence, we don't light up this bush. I kind of want, but it's like a holly, which ironically it's Christmas and it's a holly tree. So I actually enjoy it. I don't like that it's growing crooked. Like I don't know why it can't just grow up. It's growing crooked. So I don't know if it grows towards where the sun is. I don't know. So anyway, to go back to this contraption here, let's take a quick pause and go into the timer. So this is a timer that has a plug on it, which normally would have two prongs coming out of right there and would get plugged into a wall. But for some reason, at some point over the years, I've collected stuff, just like a lot of people. This has become my garage timer. This is what turns on the garage lights. It is a Intermatic time wall. Goes on at 5. I kind of leave it hanging. Everything just hangs. I got this little S hook, so the power goes in. It goes over the phone. It goes to another S hook, and it goes onto this S hook, and it just sits there. I don't like leaving the timers on the floor. Please don't ask any stupid questions. This is temporary. This goes up around Thanksgiving and it comes down around the 8th to the 12th, depending on the weather. And then it's all put away for 1 year. This is awesome. A lot of these cords I've accumulated over grandparents over the years. This is a double in one. I'm sure it's the freaking most dangerous thing you could do. It comes down. And this is the little mess that I make. The white does the wreath above my head, you'll see, which is a 2 into a 2 into a 2. Well, why doesn't that go into that? Why? Because this has a modern power connection. The neutral is thin and the power positive is a thicker thing, like right here. So, I'm sorry, the power is small and the neutral is bigger. So in order to make these talk, this is an adapter that has the correct stuff on the right, but then converts to a generic size on that. Same thing with that. This is a 3-prong that goes into a 2-prong that goes into this same style, which goes into a narrow piece, which goes into a polarity. Like, you know, here's the green thing that goes around, and this is doubled up. It sits there. Here's the nice C7s, I think they're called. That's one of them. They come out of there. They go up and around, and they do the perimeter of the garage. They go all the way down. They stop there. At some point, I do want to come out of there. And over the years, I did want to get like holly, and I wanted to drape the holly right like that, and I wanted to do lights, but sometimes when you come down the block you don't really get to see this part, so I've never come out of here yet and done that. So okay, the white cord comes out, comes up. Obviously I didn't have a long enough cord. Comes this way, goes up, kind of sits on the plastic, and goes up to a wreath. Yes, the wreath is wrapped in white lights, and the hook is attached to the house that stays there all year. And then we have the green thing I was talking about before, which sits in between all the nice little nookies. These blow-ups, these things have been added over the years. These usually last a year or two, because when it's blown up, it goes like that. You'll see, I will make a video tonight of all these lights lit up and how the cords are not seen. So, that's that. Oh, yes. So that's funny. So the bottom is an indoor 3-prong with an extension. So those two bricks sit there, which do snowman above me and Santa below me. Right. And then in the middle is another home adapter with another home white adapter that does Rudolph the Red-Nosed Go Fuck Yourself. And then the top just goes in 3-prong, and that's it. These things last. As soon as it rains, we throw them out because they're just cardboard. And the knoll thing is attached to the brown. You'll see there's a brown thing. That's the most obnoxious plug I have going on as far as the holiday lights. That's it. That's the inside. I'm sorry. That's the outside. We'll do the inside another time because it's already enough time has gone past. Plus I want you to see these on. So thanks for watching the Christmas lights daytime wires of 2021 and how everything looks when it's light out. And the next video, by the power of editing and just shutting this off, you'll see what this all looks like chooched up. Well, here it is, everybody, in its glory. All the wires are, you can't see, all the lights are on. This is the big picture. So this is what it looks like when it's dark. All that stuff, all that fortune and glory. There's Santa. There's a reindeer because there's no red button. There's a snowman. There's the shit tree. I kind of say like with the white on it because it's thrown. We have a mini for my daughter. We have these LED Stark. Top is new, the bottom is old. And then the bay window has the tree and some other stuff in the house. Here's the LED digital lights that you see right here. There's the knolls lit up. The tops have light bulbs. There's the blow-ups. There's Snowman again and Rudolph and a Santa. Got some stars in the windows. Here's the wreath all lit up. The driveway light kind of takes away from the C7s, but you get the gist. Those are nice. I like that they add. Previous years we used to put stuff in this bottom window, but then it took away from a lot of the stuff. We add things. Got a flag. There's the red tree with the old lights in the middle, so on the camera they look white, but they're really all red. There's a snowman lit up that I said that has to be painted. It serves its purpose. There's the Merry Christmas. You still see some of the cords. Got a little flag right here. And that's it. That's the house. Christmas 2021 decorations. Hit like, hit subscribe, and try to have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Take it easy.